Dear Governors, President of the African Development Bank, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while it was acknowledged that global economic recovery continues and growth remains moderate and uneven across countries and regions, the IMFC, in its 31st meeting in April this year, called for vigilance as, I quote, financial stability concerns, high public debt, and geopolitical tensions, unquote, among other concerns, continue to persist. As we gather yet again for another round of annual meetings of the African Development Bank Group, it is time that we recommit ourselves to increased vigilance and international cooperation necessary for sustained global recovery. The Gambian economy has performed well in recent years as it attained positive growth and stable inflation of a single digit despite the global financial crisis. Achievements are especially noticeable in the education, health, infrastructure, and tourism sectors. Also, poverty levels in general have declined from 58% to 48.4% between 2003 and 2010 using the $25 threshold, all as a result of prudent macroeconomic policies. However, the recent Ebola outbreak in the region, along with erratic rainfalls during the 2014 rainy season, have severely impacted our growth prospects, and as a result, the economy significantly declined, slightly contracted by roughly 0.2% in 2014 from an expansion of 4.8% in 2013. Even though not a single case has been recorded in the Gambia, the recent Ebola outbreak in neighboring countries has adversely affected our economy due to tourist aversion to travel to the region. Many tour operators canceled their travel plans to the Gambia, causing tourist arrivals to drop significantly, roughly 60%, thus putting a serious dent on the economy, as tourism is a key driver of growth. Furthermore, the Ebola outbreak has led to substantial spending on the part of government to take necessary preventive measures, thereby negatively impacting our fiscal position. The Gambia also encountered erratic rainfalls during the 2014 rainy season. Agricultural production was expected to drop by 15 to 30% as a result, and most of the envisaged drop is in groundnuts and other cereal production that we rely upon for export. Our current account deficit is exacerbated by dwindling foreign exchange reserves, partly emanating from the sharp drop in tourist arrivals, which, together with our dependence on food imports, represent a marked unanticipated setbacks in our efforts to alleviate poverty. This difficult situation forced the government to request for a rapid credit facility from the International Monetary Fund. The approval of the facility by the IMF board in April 2015, with the accompanying financial support, together with anticipated budget support from the World Bank and the African Development Bank, will provide some relief to the government budget. Meanwhile, the government is taking steps to implement stringent measures aimed at restoring macroeconomic stability. The annual meetings of the African Development Bank present an opportunity to review strategic cooperation and assess progress in the bank's relation with its member countries. At this crucial time in the Gambia's development process, and following a successful review of the country portfolio, we call on the bank's management to continue to provide the needed financial support and assistance for maintaining and sustaining macroeconomic stability, which is crucial for ensuring inclusive and sustainable growth for meaningful poverty reduction. As a country, we remain committed to pursue prudent macroeconomic policies and structural reforms to restore macro stability and boost growth in the medium term. The government will continue on the public finance management reforms it has embarked upon and which have led to major improvements in financial accountability and transparency. Let me conclude by thanking Dr. Kaberuka, the outgoing president of the bank, for his outstanding stewardship of our bank over the years, and to wish him well in his future endeavors. As we prepare to elect his successor, we expect the new president to consolidate and build on the already impressive record and make the bank the envy of all in the international development arena. Finally, as we celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the bank this year, we must renew our collective resolve to ensure that the bank remains a relevant and trusted partner for the rapid transformation of the African continent and the continued prosperity of its people. I thank you all for your kind attention.